This is a DJ Smoke exclusive.
Shout out to Coast Mixtape DJs, the hottest DJ coalition in the game.
Blue Team DJs.
Sucker Pro.
For the money they'll run on ya. A few Jews, she'll turn on ya. The same ones that you call friends. Smile in your face, acting like they're concerned for ya. Mama said that's what the money does, but they was there before the money was. Shout loyalty over money, but loyalty runs out soon as the money does.
Yeah, who's really with you? Who's really against you? It's like the more you build, they building against you. I got enough against me. Economy aside, trying to keep my fab in the game. No 9 to 5, cuz kept me away from the street. The homies stay inside, and who has either take a dive. Niggas snitching, picture literature, they taking dives. Watch what you say, the way they plagiarize. Shut my mouth, then listen wise. Comprehend, then improvise. Third eye on the wolves, and they shit disguise. We say we living, we're barely surviving. We paint pictures of hope to give our dreams down.
What goes around must comes around.
You already know.
As simple as what goes up must come down.
It must come down, you know.
Now the same people who was there with me,
Yeah, the same ones, you know.
turned out to be snakes. They really care for me. I know they gon' reap what they sow. For the money they'll run on ya. A few Jews, she'll turn on ya. The same ones that you call friends. Smile in your face, acting like they concerned for ya. Mama said that's what the money does, but they was there before the money was. Shout loyalty over money, but loyalty runs out soon as the money does. She ain't nothing like she used to be. Does nothing that she used to do.
All she do is talk shit now about what a nigga don't do.
But when the money was coming in, she was so intoxicated.
Got caught up in a little jam. She up and relocated.
What goes around must comes around.
You already know.
As simple as what goes up must come
It
down.
must come down, you know.
Now the same people who was there with me,
Yeah, the same ones, you know.
turned out to be snakes. They really care for me. I know they gon' reap what they sow. For the money they'll run on ya. A few Jews, she'll turn on ya. The same ones that you call friends. Smile in your face, acting like they concerned for ya. Mama said that's what the money does, but they was there before the money was. Shout loyalty over money, but loyalty runs out soon as the money does.
You're tuned in to the hottest DJ coalition in the game.
You are tuned in. Yeah, you are tuned in.
Coast Mixtape DJs.
Words can express the way I feel about you. You're light in my soul, I couldn't live without you. I swear they sales are straight from the cars, especially if they tryna play a role in that joint. So I listen to my heart like screw that. You make me wanna do that. Ring with the one neat thing, and ask you that. Question of a lifetime, in hopes that you'll share a life with mine. I know you dealt with the struggle and the pain, but don't compare me to him, cause we're not the same. Stop looking in the past, baby, let it go. Got a bright future ahead that you will never know when I wanna be a part of that. We go together like a fit in a starter cap. On the road to discovery, I got shotgun. And shout out to Cupid, cause he got one. Ain't no mistaking, baby, I know that they drive you crazy. We got the Jodeci love. Forever, my lady, I see the stress in you. From the lies they be stressing to you. Demon scheming, trying to pour less in you. Son of a father, only recognize the best in you. That's why I do my best to get the best to you. Don't get it confused, everything ain't what it seemed to be. Them other chicks in the picture just add to the scenery.
Share your life with me. You know I need you. Share your world with me. Ain't no one else that I think about but you. 'Cause nobody does me like the way you do. And no one is ever gonna take the place of you. Ooh, yeah.
Baby girl, look me out of eye. Look at me. I just wanna rather die. You know, help me through it if I get the time. Lock. I don't need a scared chick. I need a always be there chick. Bag it up, sell it for me. Lie on the stand, never tell it for me. Guys wanna got 11 buddies, do the dot, cops, high speed chase. Move around out of town while we move apes. Chick bad, she a killer, yellow tape. Head to the bum, just call it yellow cake. Low told me move, got a new estate. Grand state cut so she see the snakes. 7-state tour, that's the great escape. Out early but we hanging late. Take the money, get the pie for me. Young buck, shorty wanna ride for me. Take the shot, she'll die for me. Yeah, a lot of late nights cry for me. Gon' have a baby girl with me. Told her share your world with me. Yeah, I told her share this world with me. Make me smile. How did I get after while I was in love with you?
Share your life with me. You know I need you. Share your world with me. Ain't no one else that I think about but you. 'Cause nobody does me like the way you do. And no one is ever gonna take the place of you. Ooh,
None of these hoes ain't rockin' like Rosie. My pie, seen her and I. King High School used to dream her and I. Replay the scenes without the dreams. If only I can see love without them jeans. Forever it would be love, more than 4 letters. Sorry for the pain, this is just a love letter. It's all my fault, baby, I'ma love better. Now my nigga sick all day, feeling so strong. Jay on her Instagram pics all day. Depressing and stressing, confessing it all. Feeling like I lost my dog, but in due time she can share my world. How I fuck with her, she can wear that ring. And I'm a nigga back, focused on the back. Made back nigga, sipping rosé. Focus on my meat meals while we bumping one lay. I don't trust a bitch in this world who control me, console me. None of these hoes ain't rockin' like Rosie. Love, yeah.
when I saw your face, girl, my heart dropped out of place. I was in love with you. While I was in love with you. Share your life with me. You know I need you. Share your world with me. Ain't no one else that I think about but you. 'Cause nobody does me like the way you do. And no one is ever gonna take the place of you.
Y'all ever think about that shit like what we here for? It's money, nigga. Why the fuck you can't see that, man? You always act like it got to be something else to this shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, 'cause you a homo now? Oh, what the fuck you be talking about, man? Money. Everybody got money, man. So what you gonna do with dope? We got dope. We got dope. Everybody got dope. It's fucking crazy, yo.
They say tomorrow's not guaranteed. You see an opportunity, you better take it. Everybody get their 15 minutes to shine for the
And I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go.
Even if it's for a moment.
And I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard.
Even if it's for a moment. 4 quarters for 4 quarters, got 4 orders. Before the departure, I figure 4 the full scholar. Real estate, interstate, that's before college. All the more reasons for me to go harder. Haters try to stop my share, but need to a bother. I'm addicted to growth, seeds of a gardener. When it comes to this money, man, no hesitation. Confirmation only affirms my affirmation. I ain't shooting shots, but I got the shooters. And we don't take over blocks, we pick them up and move them. And we don't wipe these hoes, we dick them down to lose them. The present been past, we just prepping the future. They say tomorrow's not guaranteed. You see an opportunity, you better take it. Everybody get their 15 minutes to shine for the
And I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go.
Even if it's for a moment.
And I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard.
Even if it's for a moment. My motherfucking squad sound deadly to the heart. Know that I'ma go hard. Ain't none of this by chance, it's ordained by God. Get ready for the pain. I'm the shadows from struggle, same journey, different struggle, same life. They get at me out of spite, I come back the same night. I react to how they act, and it's a fact that niggas act. I add actions to they act, then snap back and peel it. Metaphors, better for in that lane, better floor it. Catch me cutting to the gut, get shit off and I'ma store it. 100K my nigga bill, if it's smalls maniac. I do what I gotta do to keep the family intact. Relax and go hard.
They say tomorrow's not guaranteed. You see an opportunity, you better take it. Everybody get their 15 minutes to shine for the moment.
And I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go.
Even if it's for a moment.
And I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard.
Even if it's for a moment.
Lost my mind, couldn't find it, no on star. Bet I'm living out my dreams in that foreign car. This dollar go harder than a porn star. The dog sniff, gotta make sure I load it right. Born in the 80s, I support the white. Never had shit, little poor's life. Go hard, no Velcro, fresh up out of hell's hole. Stripes, no shell toes. This world deceitful and evil, I'm running out of luck. I'm just a speaker for people who ain't have enough. That 10 packets of ran rapid, I bum tracks like Japs, nigga, Pearl Harbor. Yeah.
They say tomorrow's not guaranteed. You see an opportunity, you better take it. Everybody get their 15 minutes to shine for the moment.
And I'ma go, and I'ma go, and I'ma go.
Even if it's for a moment.
And I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard, and I'ma go hard.
Even if it's for a moment.
Turn that off. Let me see here. Oh man. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I got it. Let me take that off. The who is that, Ruby? All right. Let me take this off my mic input. Need this. That should be a lot better. That should be a lot better. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Look like I'm lagging too. Hold on, let me close this out. Audio good, audio good. Audio good. Okay, audio. Okay. All right. What's good, peoples? What's good? What's good, everyone? Is the stream lagging? I like the stream lagging a bit. I might got to adjust it. I just got Streamlabs back up. Got to update 0.27.1, so now it opens up and do what it's supposed to do. And so I wanted to, start off by doing a show for y'all, then do some finish up streaming God of War later on. I know people want me to finish doing that. But what's up, people? New year, new games. The world is going crazy out here. They going mad. What up? What up, Alpha Will? I want to shout out everybody in the chat, man. I want to thank y'all for showing up and showing out. We got Bob Pound Max. We got Garuda Legends. King Reaper 74G. We got New York Music. We got Cold Blood Sensei. That boy cold blooded. The Dark Lord Fusion, my man Big Stout, what's good, King? Who else? 22. Baby Hand, what's up? Every time I get okay. Let me see here. I do got some choppiness going on. Okay, yeah, I gotta fix that. I gotta adjust my settings. But that's cool. Baby Hands, Alakazam. We got Magnificent Black. He's a magnificent black. He's black, but he's magnificently black. He's in the chat. It's out there. Alpha Will. What up, Post? Keys, the PlayStation gamer. You know he's a pony, but he's here to support. Okay. Thank y'all for showing up, man. I know it's been a minute. Y'all ain't seen me since the new year. I did a test stream the other day. And that was in OBS, but now Streamlabs is back up and working. Post what you should. You know what? Who else? I'm gonna do some God of War today. I'm gonna finish up God of War. and not completed. I'm gonna make some more progress in the game. I know I'm not gonna complete the game in a day, but I also want to try the Star Wars joint that just got the update. I got that on the Xbox. I'm gonna be streaming that on Twitch, and then I'm gonna be doing the God of War and all the PlayStation stuff on YouTube. I'm gonna try to give y'all a balance of content between Xbox and PlayStation. So God of War today on YouTube, and then we're gonna do Star Wars on Twitch. Cause I never played the Star Wars games. Everybody said it was fire. Everybody said it should have been Game of the Year, a contender or something like that, or should have won it or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. They say it got like a Demon Souls type level of difficulty to it, so that should be good. Y'all should love seeing me struggle in the game or something. Post don't play no games. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on, man. Say Happy New Year to y'all. Happy Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that to everybody. I hope all y'all got what y'all wanted. But it's a new year, man. New Year's, new expectations, new games, new content that's supposed to be coming, and what we all looking forward to. What is it? Is you in class?
I'm on break.
How long your break?
Till 1:15.
What time is it? Okay, go ahead. 12:21. All right. The Ruhan, what's good, Brody? What's good, Brody? I'm just checking in. New year, new games, new expectations from both parties in terms of Sony and Microsoft. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. I've been on Twitter, man. I ain't been on posting or trolling on Twitter lately. Because I wanted to take a step back, man. Choppy frame rate. Yeah, I know, baby hand. I gotta let me see. I gotta go back and reset up my settings. Yeah, 51%. Okay, let me do that. I'll close that out. Hold on. I'll close that out. Let me see here. I'm gonna close this out. I don't need Safari just yet. Let me see here. What else is open here? I could close this out too. Might have been iTunes too. That Splice. I close out Splice. So everything should not be running OBS. I got to do some cleaning up on my Mac too as well. But yeah. What's good? What's good, man? Pose hit me up on some of them oxtails while you in the pantry. I'll definitely. Hey yo, look, I'm not the only one synonymous with oxtails, man. Everybody love them some oxtails, especially some Jamaican oxtail. I think Jamaicans make the best oxtails. When I'm talking about some magnifique, so tender and with the kick to it and everything. But anyway, back to it. New expectations and new things for both companies as they struggle to meet demands in terms of selling their systems. I know PlayStation 5 sale numbers have been down in Japan and UK. I don't think that's due to people not wanting to buy the system. I just think it's a production issue. Even Phil Spencer recently said that he's trying. It's a manufacturing issue in terms of how quickly AMD can make the chips. I think that's affecting both Microsoft and Sony, and which was a good move on Microsoft part and a change on Sony part when they chose to do cross generations with their titles. Just imagine Sony sticking with that theme, saying, "Hey, we're only going to make these titles PS5 only," and dealing with production issues as far as trying to get as many systems out there as possible. I know they got like 6 million out there, so just think all of the PS5 games would have been catered to only 6 million people. That would have. I don't think that would have been good for them financially. So I think it's good that more than likely the next God of War, the next Horizon Zero Dawn, all of those games are going to be cross-gen at least until the PS5 can get to a point where it can kind of stand on its own, as well as the Series X too. Okay, thanks, baby hand. I had closed some things out. I got cleaning up some things on my computer. I might have to go into my cache and clear up my cache and stuff like that. Got a lot of audio files and video files on here. I got to move to my external drive. Once that start taking up a lot of space on your drive, it tends to slow things down a bit. And like you said, Jamaican Oxtails, Jamaican Oxtails be on point. Been playing a lot of PS3, collecting more rare games. Oh, class. Okay. Also, I want to let y'all know. I started Uncharted 4. I will stream that too. I will stream my progression in God of War, and I will stream my progression in Uncharted 4 as well. Though I didn't play 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I didn't play 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So we're gonna get that straight. I don't know nothing about the series. I don't know why he doing what he doing, or none of that. I don't have no relationships with the characters, or none of that. Hopefully, while I'm playing Uncharted 4, you guys can fill me in the chat in terms of what's going on, where I'm at, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. At some point, I might go back to the collection and play Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. But we're just gonna deal with 4 right now. And so we're going to do 4 and God of War on the PlayStation. And then I still got to finish up Gears 5 on the box. And then I do have the Star Wars joint. And there's another game on Xbox that I'm forgetting about that I want to play. It's in Game Pass. There's been so much stuff in Game Pass. I just been kind of going down a little crazy. Not only with big AAA games, but with indie games as well. On Classic 153, tune in. 102.8 Jams with Classic 153. You're home for the Dusties. What's up, bro? David Smyers, they make 18 million units or more for this year, and you are low. Okay, let me turn up my mic. Oh, 18 units is a lot. Let me get right there. 18 units. What up, Crispy Post? Oh yeah, that's Crispy. Oh, you see me play socks. Hey, let me tell you something, player. Turn up the lights, light a candle. That's what I'm going to tell you, lady. That's what I'm going to tell you, chicks. You feel me? I'm going to tell all y'all chicks, turn out the lights, light a candle. Girl, I'm telling you. Yeah, I got crispy, I had to go see the barber, get my post look going on. Alphabet, there's a lot of stuff in that Game Pass. There's a lot of indie joints in there that's fire, man. Y'all be looking so much for the big AAA games, but there be some small gems in there, man. Shout out to Alakazam with the $10 holla. Thank you, player. I need a player. New year. You're adding to my stimulus, boy. Just stimify me, player. Don't you feel me? Have you thought about streaming VR games? Love the show and everything you do. Thanks, Alakazam, man. I really appreciate that. You know what? I don't have a VR. That video I posted on YouTube in terms of that whole gaming setup, check this out. My guy, $ Smalls, who be in the chat, he built that whole setup for me. He saw me streaming and stuff like that. And so he mounted his PlayStation and his Series X to the back of the wall. They were sitting behind the 55-inch CX. And he got all type of lights. We didn't even turn all the lights on. He got the whole thing surround sound. And he like, man, whenever you need to do podcasts or do anything like this, come over here. This your space. I'll give you a copy of the keys. You can come over here whenever you want and do podcasts. He was like, I seen you doing your stuff with gaming and stuff and streaming. He was like, so I put this whole thing together for you. And that was love, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to get him into the scene too. So me and him are going to be doing some shows from that particular setup. And then also I might do a reaction channel, react to different stuff like that. YouTube has become a nice stream of income for people who put in the time and work. I've seen people become millionaires off watching them eat. I've seen people become rich off doing pranks and gold digger videos. I didn't see people become rich off just reacting to other people's music and people music videos and giving their input. So YouTube has multiple different streams of revenue in terms of you if you get focused and really put time into this, and it could be a nice second stream of income outside of my other job. So I'm gonna see where it goes. Come to the pantry, girl. You know I will flower you. You know, I'm just playing, but yeah, he put that whole setup together. It's dope. He's still working on that. We also gotta wait out and see it because the rest of the basement is not finished. So what was off camera was a whole workout setup system with different weights and stuff like that. So we're gonna be working out, lifting weights, podcasting, doing all that. Got cameras. We're gonna put cameras everywhere and do the whole setup thing. So that's gonna come once we finish. I'm gonna let y'all know about that. Hey, Post, you can get PS Now $60 for a year and play. I got PS Now for 2 years, brother. It was a deal on I think CD Keys. I think it was on CD Keys where they had no, I ain't got PS Now. I got PSN. See, that's confusing. It should be all they're gonna consolidate it one day and it's just gonna be all in the one, brother. I got PSN, which was $30 for a year, and I got 2 years for $60. I don't have PSN, PS Now. I don't have that. But like I said, new year, new games. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to God of War this year. I don't know if it's going to make it this year. God of War Ragnarok, the new God of War. That and the other joint. It just slipped my mind, and I just said it earlier. I don't think God of War going to make it this year. I think Horizon Zero Dawn might come out before God of War. If I'm not mistaken. If Horizon Zero Dawn comes out early in the year, somewhere like January, February, somewhere up in there, March, April, somewhere up in there, then I can see God of War coming out on the back end, revving up the PS5 for holiday. I can see Horizon Zero Dawn coming out, but then you got Ratchet and Clank too. Man. That's 2 years. So it was $30 for a year of PSN. That's 2 years for the price of one. 30, 60. They used to give you 60 for 1 year, but CD Keys had the 1 year for $30. So I got 2 years. I ain't got to worry about that shit for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's PlayStation got so much content coming out this year. You got Ratchet and Clank. You got Horizon Zero Dawn. You got God of War. Lord knows what else they're gonna announce this year in terms of E3 and stuff like that. You still got the faction for The Last of Us 2 coming out. You more than likely will have a PS5 version of The Last of Us 2. I think they're gonna do a remaster version or updated version for the PS5. The same way they did the PS3 version coming over to the PS4. They did a remaster. I do think you're going to get a Last of Us 2 remaster for the PS5. And I don't know if all that's going to come out in the same year. That's a hell of a lineup. That's a crazy amount of games. And then on the back end, you got Microsoft. I've been on Twitter, right? I fell back from the trolling. I know y'all ain't seen me tweet a lot and mess with ponies on Twitter. I just fell back. Sometimes, it's good to do that and get a laugh, but sometimes you be like, nah, this shit getting boring. Shit getting boring. And I'm done with this shit. I'll fall back for a minute. Come back and mess with the ponies when I feel like it. But you keep doing that shit, you just But I want to say this though. Bethesda just announced Indiana Jones. And I heard it was going to be first person, made by one of their studios, Machine Games, the same people who did, how much for the last one? I don't know how much. I don't know how much for The Last of Us 2 remaster. It might be about $40. it might be about $40, but Sony got a hell of a lot of content, man. They got a hell of a lot of content, and I'm finding myself balancing myself between the Series X and the PlayStation and the PS5. I'm playing a lot of PS5. I played Z. Me and Z played Madden last night on the PS5, and it feels so fucking good. It felt different than the Series X. I'm not gonna lie. It felt different. They was having issues on the Series X, but the PS5 that shit just felt different. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the frame rate or the controller or what it was. It just feels different on the PS5 for some reason. I think a lot of games been doing that lately, but Microsoft gonna get they shit together. What's up, King Thrash? I got that for you too, King Thrash. I've been going on with a lot of shit in the background, a lot of personal shit, a lot of family shit. I haven't been able to take the time out to take care of that for you, but I got you. I'll try to get, if not today, then at least by tomorrow, or you might get an email late in the night or some shit like that. Shout out to the Ruham with the $10. Keep doing your thing, my brother. Oh yes, sir. I got to, man. A lot of people were sending me messages saying, "Post, I don't see you on Z show no more. You don't mess with Z no more." No, Z is my brother. I just been having family issues and things going on behind the scene that needed my attention. And Z know what's up. And so I haven't been able to be on the show like I was. But I'm going to be back. And be back on the show, being back, extra food and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to get more consistent this year with doing my own content. But I do want to get back to the whole Indiana Jones thing, because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, and the first thing they say is, now all of a sudden Xbox is hyping up Indiana Jones. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about Indiana Jones, and now all of a sudden they hyping it up. Since when did Xbox start playing third person games, stuff like that? All this type of nonsense. Look, man, people forget that was an Xbox era, OG Xbox era. That was a 360 era, where Xbox or bots, whatever you want to call them, was playing not only first-person shooters, third-person games, all types of games through the OG Xbox and through 360. I don't know what this nonsense that they try to put bots in a box in terms of what they play and what they like to play, and you can't apply that to everybody. They act like no other system existed before the Series X or before the Xbox One and stuff like that, where that community play a multitude of different genres. Ninja God and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this notion that the bots only like a few genres and only play a few genres, or only buy into a few genres, it's nonsense, man. So let's stop that. That's number one. Number two, the Indiana Jones and the excitement for Indiana Jones is not so much about the game. It's about the nostalgia of the movie franchise. Okay? That's where the excitement came. If you was an 80s baby, if you grew up through the 80s, the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Then you grew up to Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford was the man back then in all three movies. Now, people have their preferences in terms of which movies they like and which movies they don't. But he was the man back then when he was doing the Indiana Jones joint. Classic. So when people are celebrating the fact that a game is getting done, I'm hearing people out there where it's trying to bite off Uncharted and Tomb Raider. What? What are we doing here? It's the other way around. It is the other way around. What do you mean? It is the other way around. Some of these, see, the fact is, some of these gamers out here, they weren't even born when Indiana Jones was out. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going to the movie theater. They weren't pulling up to the drive-ins or the movie theaters. They weren't able to. They were still swimming in the nutsack. They was in search of an egg. They weren't in search of the Temple of Doom. They was in search for a motherfucking egg. They were trying to get to an egg. Okay? They was trying to get to an egg. You may I always hated Indiana Jones. Lord, though, could be a good game. Yeah, Indiana Jones, yo, that shit was fire back. Look, I watched the movies a million times growing up, bro. And every time you watch it, it's like watching it for the first time. No matter how many times you watch Indiana Jones, right? If the movie was to come on right now, I will sit and watch it like I never watched it before. Even though I know what's gonna happen in scenes, even though you had your favorite scenes, it's just one of those type of movies with those type of replay values. Okay? Classic, legendary. Harrison Ford was in his bag back then, bruh. So when you see the game, and you see Bethesda behind it, and you see old boy who one of the top guy that was in I can't even remember these names. Todd Howard, you see him behind the executive producer and his love for Indiana Jones. He has a love for it. Like, he loved the whole franchise and stuff like that. And I heard that the story is going to be different from the movie franchise. It's going to be something that, you know, he created on his own. And that's fire. I just hope they do it justice. Now, I don't know if it's going to be first person or third person. You know, I don't care. And I don't care about the, you know, the Sony fans going to be like, well, Uncharted is this and Uncharted is that, and Tomb Raider is this and Tomb Raider is that. Yeah, these games was inspired off Indiana Jones. All the puzzles in Uncharted, going through the different tombs and stuff. Same way with Tomb Raiders. Going in these different tombs, having these kind of God lore behind them in terms of spiritual and godlike things that you find in these tombs and gold and all that stuff. All that came from Indiana Jones. Because that's what he did in the movie. When he went into something, he had to find something. He had to figure out a puzzle and how to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and actually, even though Tomb Raider came before, let me see. Even though Tomb Raider, let's see who this is. Hold on, somebody is at my door. Hold on. Y'all done probably ate them all anyway. Okay. Okay, it don't matter. Once they gone, y'all ain't got no more. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. That was the mailman. I had a package come in the mail. Yeah, you know, J Dub probably is at the door. He the type he will pop up like that. He will pop up like that. But yeah, to me, I was excited about, and I ain't even tweet about Indiana Jones. I just read about it. I was reading some of the comments on Twitter, and I was just laughing at some of the people. Some people just don't have a clue, and they take this fanboy shit like so serious that as soon as somebody announce something, or as soon as something gets announced, they immediately go into fanboy mode. Like you don't even have a chance to enjoy anything no more. Hey, quiet down. You don't even have a chance to enjoy anything no more. Any other thing come on, it's gonna be trash. It's this and that. It's gonna be this and that. It ain't shit to Uncharted. Ain't even seen the game yet. Ain't played the game yet. Ain't even see what direction they going in, what the story is gonna be, or anything like that. And the first thing they say is it's gonna be trash. It ain't nothing compared to Uncharted. Uncharted is the best. Tomb Raider this, Tomb Raider that. It's crazy. You can't even enjoy your announcements anymore. You can't even enjoy being a gamer no more. My Airborne, I'm not playing with COVID. Your boy not playing with COVID. You know, I keep some of these, you know. Fire. If you don't know about these, you need to get your son player. If you don't know, now you know. I'm not playing with COVID. If you don't know, I'm telling you, if you don't know, you know, and then you got that right, then you come with the vitamin D, right? If you don't know, now you know. You don't really childish hell. We got a 50-50 chance out here. I'm packed. If you don't know, then you got the vitamin D. And then you come with the black seed oil. You come with the black seed oil, 1,000 milligrams. Black seed oil. If you don't know, then I'm going to give me some sea moss. I ain't playing with COVID. I ain't playing with COVID. You feel me? I ain't trying to do it. I've been tested twice, and I've been negative. I'm going to go get tested a third time. I want to stay consistent with the test just to make sure I am good. But back on topic. Yeah, Airborne. If you don't know about Airborne, get some for your kids. They chewable tablets, man. You want to keep them from being sick and keep them from having colds and stuff. Something that boost your immune system up really well. Then Airborne do that. This one got like 64 chewable tablets in it, but yeah, man, give my kids a few of these, you know, and keep them quarantined, and they've been good so far. Also, apple cider vinegar apple cider vinegar. These are tablets. If you don't like the liquid taste, you can get the pills. Apple cider vinegar. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm trying to, you feel me? Less stress when you're dealing with that COVID mess. Okay. Yes sir. Yeah, Malik. I ain't even trying to do it. You see, I'm man. I ain't even playing over here, brother. But yeah, you can't enjoy nothing no more, man. You can't be a fan of anything without and I've been prone to it too with the ponies. I've been prone to jumping on Twitter posts with PlayStation stuff and messing with the ponies. So I understand both sides. And what beer products? You know what? I gotta go in. I forgot that. I'm still trying to grow my beard out, man. I came a long way with this. This little beard right here is hard. Took hard work, player. I still got to get it there. It's still work. I still got to get it there. But yeah, I got turmeric back there, and I also got cumin. I got cumin and turmeric. Yep, turmeric is I put that on. I don't fry my food. I bake it or put it in the air fryer. Especially when like my chicken and stuff, I put turmeric on everything. On everything, bro. On everything. Yep. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Tip Diamond was good. Yeah, man, I'm glad. We got some woke people in the chat today. Stay woke. You feel me? We got some woke people in the chat today. But yeah, man, you can't enjoy things no more, man. And the fact that these little young childish as hell out here, like bro said in the chat, they're just childish. You can't do the legend like that. Now, how they, whatever idea or direction that they go with the game. Now that you could be judgmental with that, But we have to wait and see on what they do with it and how it goes. And I know the first thing people are going to be like, if the graphics ain't good, the game ain't going to be good. Because that's the gaming world we live in today. It's not, if something is not graphically impressive, then it's not a good game. And then I don't get that, because you have a game called Among Us. I didn't know nothing about the game, right? My kids play that now. They went from Roblox. They went from playing Roblox to Among Us. They all be on their cell phones and their tablets and their computers. And they all be playing Among Us. And they be running around the house screaming like, oh, this you the killer, this and that. And I went on YouTube and I seen some, and I'm like, what am I looking at? I'm like, what am I looking at? Is this the game? What is these little creatures crawling across the screen going through stuff like I was playing on an Atari? What is this? Yeah, Ginger fire too. Ginger dope too. Yeah, Ginger is you need ginger in your life, ginger tea. My mom's had to get me to get the ginger tea and stuff like that. But Among Us is from my understanding, it's up there. It's garnered the same attention as Roblox. You know, it's not a graphically impressive game, but the gameplay is good. The concept and the idea behind it is good. But we live in a world where if something don't look graphically impressive, then the game is trash. Won't nobody give it a chance. So, but yeah, that also I want to talk about the future of Game Pass this year. I know the Bethesda deal is supposed to close. Some say it's supposed to close in February. Some say it's supposed to close by June. I really want to see how. I know we might have another virtual E3 this year. I don't see things clearing up with the COVID-19 by the time the summer come around. I think the darker days are ahead of us in terms of this virus, especially in terms of new strains being introduced damn near every day. I think it's going to be a while before we can return back to normal. And 2021 is not going to be the year that everything turns back to normal. I think that's a year where the virus might reach its climax. Which what they needed to do. They have to have to reach its climax before it can start trickling down and things like that. So with E3 around, how is Microsoft E3 gonna be? There's only so many amount of games you can show in a certain amount of time. Usually the shows are like an hour and a half. Do Microsoft do a 2-hour show this year? Does Bethesda continue their presence as E3 standalone, despite them being purchased by Microsoft and have their own show? Or do Microsoft, Bethesda, and all of Microsoft first-party studios do one big show all together? Okay. What type of games does Bethesda have in the pipeline that's unannounced that we haven't seen yet that will make a big impact on Game Pass itself? I think this deal is huge, but I think how Microsoft go about it would determine the impact on Game Pass. I know the subscription sales of Game Pass has increased. I think Game Pass is probably at 20 million subscribers already. Probably at 20 million subscribers already. I think what gets announced this year, what Bethesda have in their catalog, what Microsoft first party doing as a whole will determine how fast or big of an impact Game Pass continues to have on the industry. Okay, EA. I was reading that story where it said that Microsoft went to every publisher in the industry in terms of Game Pass, and EA was the first one to bite. After EA Play was announced for Game Pass, I didn't say this public. I said this in a DM. Oh, I missed my FedEx. Tuesday. I missed my FedEx package. See, man, I missed my FedEx. That was probably from my company too. I think that was from Apple too. I don't know what they were sending me. But yeah, it determines how big of an impact Game Pass have on the industry. I think Sony is scrambling right now to get their Game Pass like subscription up and running. I do think that started off with PS Collections. I think the PS Collection is like the foundation of it. I think it allows Sony to kind of gauge their customers, um, their customers' viewpoint on PS Collection in terms of how many games get downloaded on the PS Collection, how many games get played on the PS Collection, and things like that. And see if that's something that their customer like before they jump out the gym. But I think they're going to do it anyway because they can't let Game Pass get to 30, 40 million subscribers before they jump in later in the fray. Now, regardless of that, even if that still happens, okay, even if, say, Game Pass gets to 30, 35 million subscribers, right, and Sony coming in late, I do think Sony can be able to match that quickly. I do think Sony, given their brand power, I do think Sony will probably be able to match and or exceed Game Pass subscribers whenever they introduce what they're going to introduce. And that's based off their library of content, their brand power, and if those games are going to show up day and date. If those games show up day and date, and you get all the big AAA powerhouses from Sony, not only the new stuff, even the past stuff, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, because at that point it's going to be a cloud service. It's going to be a cloud service. And so you don't have to worry about whether PS1, 2, or 3 games will run on your PS5 because they'll be running from the cloud, just like we do with Game Pass and stuff on the go. With their catalog, the God of Wars and all that stuff, and Horizon Zero Dawn, they can match. They can probably match Microsoft in subscribers or exceed them. Because their brand, let's get this one thing straight. At this point, their brand is bigger than Microsoft. I give them that. They've been in the game a lot longer than Microsoft. I don't take that away from them. But Microsoft changed the game with Game Pass. Yeah, Tip Diamond, that's crazy. Hey, now that you said that, Tip Diamond, hold on. Hold on. I gotta say this. Because Tip Diamond just made a great point, a funny point, right? I was on Twitter, bro. I don't know what's wrong with these ponies. What is wrong with you ponies? Why y'all be saying this shit, bro? This is crazy. They saying Game Pass, what I read is what they say, dollar store for cheap gamers or for poor people. That Game Pass was for poor people. And that they rather spend $70 on individual games? What the fuck kind of mindset is that? Who raised you? I want to know. Who raised you? Because whoever raised you didn't raise you right. Whoever raised you didn't raise you right. Look, I come from an era where we had to hustle. Well, you had to have the gift of gab. So when you went up in a store, and I said this before, you went up in a store and you was trying to get an outfit and a pair of kicks, and you only had so much amount of money to get what you need to get. You go holler at that man behind the counter and say, "What you could do for me? I'm working with this. This how much I'm working with. What can you do for me?" Okay. Hey. To one of the people on the floor, hey, hook them up. Okay, we got this. We can give you this for what you got. Even though in your pocket you got way more than that. That's just what you tell them. Yeah, they're acting rich, bro. I don't know. Look, bro. Rich people ain't rich because they spend unhealthy. Because they do unhealthy spending. Because they just splurge on. They not rich because of that. They rich because they know how to save. They know how to They know how to, when they go out and shopping, they know how to shop at bargain bin prices, at discounted prices. My sister who took over my grandmother's house and got it remodeled and everything, all that shit. My sister got bread. My sister got bread. She's doing good for herself. She's not rich, but she's doing good for herself. All right, and she has the ability to go out and, you know, spend and do that. She only shop when it sells. She only shop doing sales, discounts, bargain bins, coupons. Even though she got the money to do it, you feel me? She only shop when the sales going on because it saves her money. Say, why would I go out and do all this and that when I got this sale over here? I could get more for less. That's the goal. The goal is to get more for less. Not pay more and get less. Where the one and dones come in. Bro, she put me up on. And bro, and she'll do this though. She will go, not once, she will go to multiple stores. Not one store. She will bounce around to store until she can get what she want at the price she wanted. She don't play. I went over here and got this shirt because it was on sale for this. I went to this store and got this because it was on sale for this. I went to this store and just said, and the whole thing complete now. And I only spent $20, $30. That's how she shopped. And that's also how she has more money to use when she wants to take time away, go on vacation, when she wants to splurge on herself a little bit, you know what I'm saying, or do something good, nice for herself, or go somewhere, take a flight somewhere. She's able to do that because she don't go out and recklessly just spend and think that because I paid $70, $100 for something, mine is better than yours because I spent more. No, you stupid. Anybody who can look at Game Pass, call it the dollar store. You could call it EBT. You could call it whatever you want. But Game Pass saved me a hell of a lot of money. I'm not spending $70 on no game. I'm not spending $70, $75, $80 on the game. That's a pair of L1s. Fuck is you talking about? All white, low top. L1s. What are we doing here? You think I'm gonna go spend a pair of L1s on a game every time and be happy because I spent a pair of L1s on a game? And then clown the people who spend $15 a month on Game Pass and get all their first-party content in their day and date and get access to big third-party games whenever they come in and out the service, and then get access to all the indie stuff that's just their stuff that you probably wanted to play that you wouldn't have spent your money on, that now you get an opportunity to play. And then you still have the ability to purchase games. This system is not telling you you can't buy games. This system is saying, hey, if you play this game at Game Pass and you like it before it leaves, we're going to give you a 10% discount when you do purchase it just for having game. Come on now, what is the stupidity in that? And then they want to get into ownership. And you don't own your games. You license them. You don't own your game. You license them. You pay $70 to license that content. That content is not yours. You don't own it. Yes, you own the physical disc that content sits on, but you don't own the content itself. You pay $70 or $75 for a license. Yeah, the trade-off is that with Game Pass is digital. You have a digital library. You can run into issues with hard drive issues. You can run into cloud issues. You do put power in the hands of the company in terms of them having control over that digital content and digital library. But they have control over the physical stuff too. They have control over your physical stuff too, bro. Oh well, I could just, I could just take my system offline and just. Well, we don't live in an offline world really no more. Every game we're now getting has got to have some type of internet connection. But you can't even 2K. America has been the world and gamers in general are slowly being persuaded and pushed to an all digital world. If you could see it, it been started. It started in the 360 era. Matter of fact, it started in the OG Xbox era with the hard drive in the network card. And then Xbox Live Arcade and stuff. Xbox Live Arcade really kicked things off. After that, it was downhill when Microsoft introduced the ability to update games on the fly and download DLC and all that shit. But yeah, it's trade offs. But man, bro, I save a lot of money with Game Pass, bro. Just think of I got 5 children. Okay, they love Game Pass. My daughter came, Daddy, my Game Pass ain't working. Love it. They be on there downloading all types. Half the time, I don't even know what games they play. But they know they can go through a large library of games and download. And I can actually have the comfort in my mind knowing that whatever they download is not going to be charged to my card because they accidentally done something. I know that I already paid $15 a month for that service, so they have the freedom to go download whatever they want out of that service. And I know I ain't gonna get an accidental charge on my card. And they get to play and explore whatever games they want. To frown upon something like that, I think when you don't have children, it's easy for things like for not Game Pass. But even some people that don't have children, that either single or in a relationship, can understand the need in today's society where the cost of living is on the rise, the cost of food is on the rise, all types of shit is going on. You can appreciate the fact that you have this type of system, a Game Pass, right? And this monthly income for them, which will allow them to funnel more money into their first party studios and hopefully take bigger risks on games. And that's what I want for Sony. I know Sony's going to take risks on their game. Sony is known for taking risks on their game. And I think they're going to do it too because financially it'll benefit them having a monthly income, having money coming in monthly. Just every day somebody card getting charged $10, $15, $20 for something. You know? I think it bodes well. You know? But if you don't like it, just say it's not for you. But to say paying $70 for a game versus paying $15 a month for over 200 and some games, big games coming in and out, that's just crazy, bro. That's I don't know who, you don't know how to manage your money. Let me see the trick. Okay, let me see. Let me read some of y'all. What y'all got going on? Okay, you can only keep 360 games, not X1. Yeah, you can. Well, you can only keep 360 games. Well, it depends. Like, if you got a game that's going out, like I had games that left Game Pass, but I still had it downloaded on my Xbox, so I still had access to that game until I removed that game. Then I no longer had access to it. But the thing is with Game Pass, it's not to keep or hold on to the games. The thing with Game Pass is for you to play games that you normally wouldn't spend your money on, but you always wanted to play that game just to see what it was like. You know, we know you're going to spend your money on the big AAA games and stuff like that. But you always had these little games here and there that you was like, man, I would buy that, but man, I'm waiting for this game. Where Game Pass allow you to go play that game. And if you want them, even if it's leaving Game Pass, you still have the ability to buy it and get a discount on it and add it to your library. It's just like with 360 with the demos. Remember 360, they let you demo games the first like 2-3 hours of a game? You was able to play demos and stuff like that. So you was able to demo a game before you bought it. Game Pass allowed you to demo games or even complete a game if you want to in that case. You're able to complete games without needing to purchase them. Or if you like that game that much, you're able to purchase it and still keep it in your library. I mean, you got a lot of options there. I think Sony, I've always said that Sony was going to do the same thing. And Sony came out and said, we're working on our answer to Game Pass. When ponies told me they didn't need to, when they would call me crazy, and they laughed at me, and then that Jim Ryan came out and said Game Pass wasn't sustainable for us right now. Everybody pointed at me on Twitter. Post. Remember you said this? Remember you said Sony was gonna do this? Now what you gonna have? Now what you gotta say? Sony ain't doing this and Sony ain't doing that. You feel me? Post, you are a liar. You are a fraud. That's what they told me. They told me I was a fraud. You are a liar. Then Jim Ryan come back again and say, we got to answer the Game Pass. What? Huh? It's cool, though. Because once Sony finally announced their answer to Game Pass, then Game Pass is going to be good again. It's going to be right. It's going to be everything. All the criticism that ponies talked about in terms of Game Pass is going to be forgotten. They're gonna have memory issues. They're gonna not remember saying things or anything. They're gonna not remember even criticizing Game Pass because they're gonna big up Sony and say Sony done it right. They done it better than Microsoft, and now my Game Pass is better than yours. Even though they've been shitting on Game Pass since it was announced. What's good, Miguel? Let me see what we got in here. Let me see. Laughing at the crew say the trick to Game Pass is to buy 2 years of Xbox Live. Then switch to Game Pass Ultimate. You'll get about a year and a half of Game Pass Ultimate. Yes, sir. That is. There's a digital tip diamond. I'm addicted to Mario Kart Online. Their game store have the same indies as PS and Xbox, but you can play them on the go. That's fire. I'm into retro emulation as well. I have a handheld with 27,000 games. How you play 27,000 games, player? Huh? How the hell you play? What you doing with 27,000 games? You can't even play them all at the same time. It's just like guys, what happened? I got 7 cars. You can't drive 7 cars at the same time. You gotta drive. What you doing with 27,000 games, player? I need to know. How do you even go through 27,000 games to find the game you want to play, brother? No, you know what? Game Pass is whatever you want it, whatever you think it is, brother. Well, it's whatever you think it is, bro. To me, it's just access to a large library of games that I probably wouldn't have spent neither near and dime nor time nor a day on playing, but I got the option to, and because the options is there, I'm more willing to download those games and see what they're like and play them. You know, I ain't finna go spend $70 on there. I'm not finna go spend $70 on a game that I think will be great or I think it's cool, only to play it, find out it ain't what it is, and then spend time trying to sell it to my friends or to GameStop and get my money back. And not only that, in that same instance, not even get all of my money back, only get some of my money back. Okay. Diego, yo, what up? Pose didn't know you had your own channel. Yeah, what's up, Diego? Yeah, man. Dude, when you have to move digital save, when you have to move digital save space. Victor, I don't know where you were going with that, Victor. Retype that. This is one of those cheap Chinese handhelds. They sell them everywhere. Top dog. He got hey Top Dog. Hey Top Dog. You mean to tell me that boy Dissa walking around with that Soldier Boy handheld joint? He was. Oh man, he said my man walking around with the Soldier Boy crank that handheld joint with 27,000 Chinese games on that joint. Oh man, I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done. Yeah, but man, look, Game Pass cool. Once Sony come out with their what they're gonna do, more than likely I'm gonna sign up to that. Um, Google is still trying to go strong with Stadia. I don't know what Amazon is where they're at with their cloud services and games and stuff over there. So everybody's showing still a few more companies that haven't showed their hand. I still do believe, like I said, after EA Play was announced for Game Pass, I do see Ubi Pass coming to Game Pass. I don't know when. This is not a rumor for me. This is just my opinion. So don't say Poe said this. This is not a rumor. This is not me hearing this from somebody or anything like that. I just got a feeling that Ubisoft at some point, Ubi Plus is going to be hitting Game Pass. So you're going to have EA Play and Ubi Plus in there, and that's going to take the value even more, along with the 35 studios they got, first party studios that they got, in terms of Microsoft and Bethesda coming together, and then future acquisitions that's going to be there that they're talking about. I think Microsoft is putting themselves in a position long term. This is not a short term thing. This is a long term game here, and the reason why I say that is that because getting into exclusivity in terms of Bethesda, I also was seeing on Twitter. I've just been sitting back reading a lot on Twitter. Police come on there, right? They tell us for the last 7 to 8 years that Microsoft has no exclusives, right? They have no exclusives. Sony got all the exclusives. Your ecosystem is trash because you have no exclusives, right? Microsoft buys Bethesda, and the same people who sat up there and laughed and said Microsoft has no exclusive, your ecosystem is trash, was on Twitter begging Bethesda to keep their games on PlayStation. And the same thing they did with Indiana Jones. Microsoft has no exclusives. Y'all trash. Indiana Jones is not going to be exclusive. It's going to come to PlayStation too because they can't do. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is? I don't get it. Do y'all? I don't. Is it Microsoft don't have exclusives? Then when they buy these companies and stuff that probably have some of your favorite games, y'all cry to Microsoft and these companies saying keep the games on PlayStation. It's crazy. It's just like Minecraft. Sony called Microsoft to see was they gonna keep Minecraft on PlayStation when they acquired Minecraft. And Microsoft told them, yeah, they was gonna keep everything the same. Sony knew and understood how big Minecraft is and still is. Everybody want to downplay Bethesda and things like that right now because their lack of knowledge. Who is that? Turn that down. Because their lack of knowledge and understanding of what Bethesda might have in their pipeline. But we know Elder Scrolls is huge. We know Elder Scrolls Online is huge. Now, we don't know what the Starfield game is going to be like. It's a new IP. It's a new IP. Is it going to be big? We don't know. Is it going to be as big as Elder Scrolls? We don't know. What type of game it is? We don't know. And I'm not going to assume. But Wolfenstein, all these games, Doom, I know these games are big. And they have a significant, they have an impact. How big the impact will be, who knows? I do think Microsoft need to hold a lot of their titles in their ecosystem and force people to come to their ecosystem. Whether that's buying a Series X, whether that's through a PC, whether that's through a handheld or a telephone, or even a tablet. In order to play these games, you need to come to Xbox ecosystem. We're not worried about the 7.5 billion. We don't need PlayStation to recoup that 7.5 billion either. Because this is long term. So we don't have to put our games there if we don't want to. And if we do put our games there, we still got to pay Sony a 30% commission for having our games on their store. So we still gonna be. So we're gonna keep our games on PlayStation in order to try to recoup the 7.5 billion while paying PlayStation to put our games on their store. Hey, maybe that might be a direction that Microsoft go in. Maybe they might do it. Who knows? I would more like them to keep their keep it in Game Pass, keep it in the ecosystem, make it all exclusive. Because if this was if the roles were reversed and PlayStation was purchasing Bethesda, it would have been no doubt in nobody's mind across the internet, across the gaming community, that every game would have been exclusive to PlayStation now. No doubt. Amazon is testing phase, but by the end of this generation, Amazon, Google, and Sony will have their own Game Pass with that similar feature. I do agree. It's the battle of the subscription services. It's the battle of the not so much the cloud, but the subscription services. That's where the money at. The Stadia will change their service model. Trust me, Xbox Game Pass is Netflix. It kicked this off. The rest will follow to compete. Stadia will change if they want to compete. Yes. Yes. No, you get that one of y'all. Yeah. Bro, just hope these games are good because Xbox management, they must not be great. They got to be stellar. Yeah. I do think that it's time for some. I want that filet mignon of gaming out of Xbox this year. Expectations for them is grander. Whether they meet those expectations or not, that's on them. But I'm not settling for nothing. It's been too long. I do hope Halo deliver, but I do want to see what Bethesda got in the pipeline and all the other studios. I know they just created another studio. It's so much stuff going on there, and I think that's what Microsoft waiting on. They're waiting on that deal to close. Some say it's supposed to close in February. Some say it's supposed to close in June. Who knows? We'll see whenever it closes what type of announcements and things go once that deal closes. And then let me see. It's had to be mind blowing and high quality. Yes. Alpha will say I'm Sony all day, and the only Bethesda game I want is Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I know. Mike on King Blood, he loved the Elder Scrolls, the big MO games, and that take long as hell, and you can go all over the world. He loved those games. A lot of people love Elder Scrolls, especially when it comes to the mods and stuff like that. It's a big game, and to downplay them, it's stupid. And then I heard that Microsoft just came in and helped them redo their whole graphics pipeline, their whole engines and stuff like that. They helping them redo their back end in terms of their engines and their graphics pipeline and stuff like that. So hopefully with that going on, I know everybody called them bug tested, meaning their games are buggy. But hopefully as Microsoft comes in, and Microsoft had issues with some of their studios with that, but they clean up. I think Halo get a lot of flack, but in terms of 343, in terms of 60 frames per second and sticking into it, in terms of it not being buggy, 343 Coalition, they got some studios that when they ship their games, you don't really see a lot of bugs in them. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Microsoft can help them technology-wise get to a point where when they ship their games, you enjoying the games more than you're dealing with bugs. Because that's pretty much Bethesda history. They have these great games and these cool ideas, but they're always bogged down by bugs. Look at Fallout 76. Came out, it was a mess. But guess what? People still brought it and played it. No matter the issues and the trouble that game had, people still brought it and they still play it to this day. I don't know what it is, bro. That gameplay got to be good and people are willing to deal with that many bugs. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. This is just a start, bro. I think it's going to be just like Netflix, hit or miss titles. I also believe next gen companies like CD Projekt Red will have it hard without going to a game server. Yeah, but the hit and miss in terms of Netflix, because you got residual income, because you got monthly incomes coming in, you're allowed to have a um, a plethora of different titles in your catalog, and you let the customer choose whether a title is hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? You let the customer choose because the customer only paying $15 a month. They don't have to, and the customer will be less concerned with that because they know they only paying $15 a month, and they know if they don't want to play that game again, actually all they have to do is delete it and move on to the next title, versus not having this service, going out spending $60 or $70 on something that was a miss, and then being upset that you can't get all your money back. Or that you gambled. You thought something was going to be a hit. You brought it. It missed. Money gone. But you're going to try to get as much money as you can back. Versus something that's $15 a month in a game service. I could download that. This a miss. Let me delete it. Move on to the next title. My pockets was not hurt. Because I still got 100 more plus more titles to go through that I can find a diamond in the rough in. You know what I'm saying? That matters. That matters. Okay, let me see here. Turtle Beast 700 or Steel Series 7. You know what? I don't know, Compono. I ain't even been on the headset side. I got some A10s on. I hear a lot of people talking about the Steel Series 7. Victor, I'm saying, besides, how do you know how many consoles PS5 will sell considering this is next gen game? I'm not saying I know how many consoles they will sell. I'm saying that both Microsoft and Sony are going through production issues because AMD is not able to keep up with the demand in terms of how many chips they able to produce. Phil said he had to call AMD and see if they could speed up the process of creating more chips. If Phil had to make that call, I'm pretty sure Sony had to make that call. You know? And so demand is going to probably go on for the next couple of months, 3 or 4 months, until things get going. But we don't know, man. We don't know. Things can get shut down again. New strain of COVID might come in and mess shit up again. We don't know. So I'm not saying I know how many they'll make. Let me see. It's not about how many consoles they sell anymore. It's about the services of game. Yes. Yeah, both companies are aiming for the same thing. Both companies have talked about 3 billion gamers. Both companies have talked about how they're going to leave the hardware sales and shit behind and focus on engagement. Engagement is important because as long as I have you engaged in my ecosystem, you are bound to buy something. If you're in my ecosystem and I keep putting shit in front of you, at some point you're going to be enticed to buy something. And that's why engagement is important. And is way more important than console sales. And the reason why I say that, yeah, consoles are the conduit through which gamers interact with the ecosystem. But the console is not the only conduit any longer. Your cell phone, your tablet, your computer are also conduits in which you use to interact with that ecosystem. So I'm going to constantly be in your face. If you on a console, you in my ecosystem. If you on your cell phone, you in my ecosystem. You have access to my ecosystem. On a tablet, if you on a computer. If you don't have neither of that, but you have a TV, an internet-based TV, you're in my ecosystem. Therefore, I am in your face. And as long as I have you engaged on whatever device that you're on, you are bound to buy something. You are bound to be enticed. And not only that, but your peers. It's no different me being in a voice chat with Z and all them. And they playing the game. And they like, Post, you got that game? And I'll be like, no. and everybody in the voice chat having fun playing that game, and I'm sitting up there like, I got to find a way to get that game. I don't want to be left out. You know, that's how things go. They never talked about the customers, but bots are always about the services, but also never talks about the games and how they want to push boundaries. Look, yeah. Y'all see me doing, what is it?
Kayla teacher come over here.
Huh?
Kayla teacher come over here.
When?
I think tomorrow too.
Okay. Look, bots ain't all the way been about the service. The reason we bought the first OG Xbox because how powerful it was, and what it was capable of doing. At least that was my intentions, because I was in my computer classes back then. I was learning basic computer operations and A+ and all that stuff and Cisco networking. So when I heard about the PlayStation 2 when it was first announced, 300 megahertz and this and that, I was like, oh man, that shit gonna be a beast. It's gonna be a beast. That's around the time of Pentium 2. The Pentium 1s and Pentium 2s was 300 megahertz, 600 megahertz. Chips was coming out. And then you see the Xbox, you come out there, 733 megahertz, 64 megabytes of unified memory, 8 gigabyte, 10 gigabyte hard drive, 8 gigabyte accessible, 2 gigabytes unaccessible due to security. What? And you like, oh man, NVIDIA this and Intel, this box gonna be a beast. Games gonna look crazy. So that's why I brought the Xbox, because I knew games was gonna look crazy on it. And it did. The difference between the OG Xbox and the PlayStation 2 was a big difference. Now later on in the PS2 life cycle, towards the end, the PlayStation looked like it was trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? So you had some games on there that looked beautiful. But that was towards the end of the life cycle when people was accustomed and knew all the tricks and things to squeeze as much out of the systems as they could. So it was about power back then. We talked about power. Games look better on OG Xbox than the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3 and the 360 come out, and then the power. Damn, games look better on the PlayStation 3 than the 360. Well, no, games play better and look better on the 360 than the PS3. Now all that power talk comes. It wasn't always about subscriptions. We talking subscription now because the landscape of gaming is changing, and some people just don't want to believe it. Some believe this traditional model is gonna just always last, and it's not like that. Every form of entertainment now has moved to the cloud. Movies coming out in theater, they're coming out in your home now. COVID didn't kind of push and sped up everything. You know, you don't even have to go to the movie theaters no more. Movies come out, you can order them straight from your house. You know, movie subscription services are gonna be coming around. Look at what HBO Max did when they launched what's the name inside of HBO Max the same day it came out in theater. So every form of entertainment is going there, man. Yeah, I agree, Post Up. Although I think it would be more options because EA Play and Ubisoft will want to put their services on all the. Yep. I believe next year people will get an option to choose. Yeah, and the next thing's gonna be about choice. Which service they want and which add-on. For example, $15 a month Luna, Stadia, Game Pass, PS Now. Then you pay $5 add-on for EA Play. Yeah, you might get that. You might get that. You might get that. Bethesda has been pissing off their family. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. But I think behind the scenes, even before this purchase was even known, from what Tal Howard was speaking, Microsoft was working with Bethesda to redo their whole pipeline in terms of their engines and stuff like that. So hopefully that works out. Yeah, David RC55. Yeah, Master Chief Collection, right? It came out, it was messed up. That because 343, I don't think 343 did it at the time. I forgot what studio did the Master Chief Collection, but it was the 343 overseeing it, but it was another studio who did it. That Master Chief Collection came out buggy, had a lot of issues. 343 took control of the Master Chief Collection, and it's fucking incredible. It is incredible. 4K 120. Halo. And I think that's single player and multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I know the multiplayer is 4K, 120 frames per second. Did a great job, incredible job. Okay. But yeah, man, this. Oh man, I've been going this long. I didn't see. I get to talking to y'all, and time just flies, man. I got to do this. I got to do this more often. I might. What's today? Today is Thursday. I'm probably do another show either probably tomorrow or Saturday, or just come back tomorrow and do a show, then come back Saturday and do a show. Just become more consistent, depending on what information is out there, because gaming information has been slow. But I do think this year Sony will announce their Game Pass competitive competition to Microsoft Game Pass subscribers. And with both Microsoft and Sony Game Pass out there on the table, I think like Laughing was saying, it's gonna force Amazon and Google to change the way they do their shit. And the best ecosystem gonna win. Whatever ecosystem provides the best content, will have the most subscribers. And right now, everybody thinks that's Sony in terms of what they do first party wise and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm finna cut the stream because I do want to get some time in and streaming God of War. I'm gonna boot up the system, get that prepared, and then I'll be back on. I'm gonna boot up God of War first. I'm gonna do that first, and then probably later on go move over to Twitch and do the Star Wars joint. Jimmy Harrison, what's up? What's up? Yeah, like Apple, I'm locked in because I have an Apple credit card. I have one of those too, and I work for Apple, and I know their gaming ecosystem. I haven't checked it out. But they're going to be, and this is not. Before I say this, I want to say this. Anything I say now is my own opinion, and this opinion does not apply to my company or Apple. Anything that I'm saying at this point is not any information or any rumors and tours of what Apple is doing or what they're gonna do. This is only my opinion. So when I'm saying this, whatever I'm saying, I gotta protect myself because I don't want to. Think I'm putting out rumors or giving inside information on what Apple is doing. I think Apple is gonna be big in gaming, bigger than what they are right now. In terms of what they got going on, and in terms of what they do, I don't know none of that. I'm just gonna say that. I gotta protect myself. I don't know, but you're gonna see them have a bigger presence in gaming. Let's put it like that. They're gonna have a bigger presence in gaming that I think will go beyond their just their devices. We'll put it like that. But let this be known. This is just my opinion. This is not based off any inside information that I have of Apple or anything like that. Okay, this is just my personal opinion. All right. Yeah, but I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. I know y'all ain't seen me in a while. So yeah, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. Keep supporting the channel. Keep hitting the like, subscribe button. Keep sharing it out. I'm going to catch y'all in a while. I'm going to take a break. My kids bothering me. My lady messing with me. She look like she about to go out the door. Where you about to go? Okay, she about to go out the door. You got some stuff going on there. Okay. But look, I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all going to know when my notifications go on. Y'all jump in the God of War stream. Y'all going to need to help me out, man. I struggled the last time